We all carry an invisible backpack filled with the heavy stones of should. I should be more successful. I should be a better parent. I should have it all figured out by now. This weight follows us everywhere, shaping our choices and how we see ourselves. Expectations whisper that we're not enough, promising belonging if we just try harder. But that place of enough always seems out of reach. These pressures come from family, friends, culture, and the endless scroll of social media. We learn early what success and worth look like, but those definitions rarely match our true selves. Instead, we chase someone else's idea of happiness, feeling empty even when we check all the boxes. The weight of expectation is universal, a silent struggle connecting us all. We see it in the professional chasing validation, the new parent comparing to online perfection, the artist afraid to share. This constant striving keeps us small and disconnected. But what if we could set the backpack down, examine each stone, and choose which ones to carry? Wholehearted living begins when we decide our own shoulds. Expectation takes root in childhood, in gold stars and disappointed looks. We learn early that certain behaviors earn love, while others bring disapproval. These lessons aren't about blame, they're about understanding. Our parents and teachers passed down the scripts they were given. If we were praised for being quiet, we might believe our voice doesn't matter. If we were celebrated for achievement, we might tie our worth to performance. These are the seeds of should that quietly grow into adulthood. By adolescence, the pressure expands. Now it's about fitting in, being cool, saying the right things. We build armor, hiding parts of ourselves to survive. By adulthood, these expectations are invisible rules we live by, chasing lives we think we should want. Reclaiming our true selves means untangling this web and learning that worthiness is inherent, not earned. Social media amplifies expectation into a deafening roar. We scroll through curated highlight reels, comparing our messy reality to others' perfection. This comparison trap breeds shame and not enoughness. We see vacations, promotions, perfect homes, and think, I should have that. But we're only seeing a snapshot, not the full story. Comparison robs us of joy and keeps us striving for validation. We're never present, always measuring ourselves against moving goalposts. Breaking free means curating our digital world, unfollowing accounts that fuel inadequacy, seeking authenticity. It's about gratitude for what we have right now. Turning away from the screen, we reclaim our messy, beautiful reality. This is an act of defiance in a culture that profits from our self-doubt. Choose your own story, not someone else's highlight reel. We all live in the gap between our authentic selves and who we think we should be. On one side, our messy, vulnerable truth. On the other, the idealized, perfect version we try to project. Hiding our true selves is exhausting, like holding a beach ball underwater. We edit our words, manage perceptions, and wear masks, but it leaves us lonely and unseen. Praise for the mask never nourishes us because it's not for the real us. This internal conflict fuels shame and anxiety. We hustle for worthiness, reinforcing the belief that we're not enough as we are. The journey to wholeheartedness is about closing this gap, letting go of who we think we should be, and embracing who we are. Vulnerability is the key, daring to show up, imperfections and all. It's about being brave, letting go of approval, and integrating all parts of ourselves. Only then can we build genuine connection and joy. Stand in your truth. That's where belonging begins. The hustle to prove our worth comes at a steep price. When self-worth is tied to achievement, we can never rest. There's always another goal, another box to check. We push past our limits, sacrificing well-being for external success. This leads to burnout, anxiety, and exhaustion that sleep can't fix. The belief that we're only valuable when achieving is a heavy burden. We lose connection, too busy performing to build real relationships. True belonging comes when we show up as our authentic, imperfect selves. The ultimate cost? Losing touch with our own desires and passions. We build lives that look good outside, but feel empty inside. But it's never too late to stop hustling and reclaim our worth. Joy and fulfillment come from being, not just doing. What if our worth is our birthright, not something to earn? The culture of should says worth is conditional, but true worthiness is internal and unshakable. Embracing this means seeing expectations as external noise, not rules to follow. Define success and happiness on your own terms. This is an invitation to imperfection. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's the birthplace of courage and connection. Perfection isn't the goal. Authenticity is. Redefining worth is a daily practice. Self-compassion, setting boundaries, celebrating small victories. Parent yourself with kindness. Cultivate worthiness by coming home to yourself. You were enough all along. Let go of perfection. Choose to be real. Shifting our perspective starts with small practical steps. First, notice the voice of should. Observe it without judgment, maybe even give it a name. Second, practice self-compassion. When you struggle, treat yourself as you would a friend. Dr. Kristin Neff says, self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness are key. Third, set boundaries. Protect your time, energy, and well-being, even if it feels uncomfortable. Say no when needed, limit social media, and communicate your limits. Finally, practice gratitude. Each day, name 3 things you're grateful for, big or small. Gratitude shifts focus from lack to abundance. These simple practices rewire our brains for joy and presence. Self-compassion isn't a luxury, it's essential. Start small and let each act of kindness toward yourself build a new foundation. You are worthy of care. Begin today. The bravest act is to be seen as your authentic, imperfect self. This means dropping the armor and letting go of performance. Vulnerability is required, risking judgment but opening the door to true connection. Embracing your true self is a process of unlearning that you're not enough, that you must hide, that worth is tied to productivity. It happens in small moments, speaking your truth, sharing your work, asking for help. Courage isn't the absence of fear, but moving forward despite it. Each act of authenticity builds resilience and self-acceptance. Belong to yourself first. Build a home in your own heart. When you know you're enough, you stop hustling for worth. Show up with an open heart, ready to connect and contribute as only you can. The gift of imperfection is freedom. Let go of who you think you should be. Embrace the beautiful, worthy person you already are. The path to self-acceptance isn't linear. It's a lifelong journey. Some days you'll feel brave, others you'll fall back into old patterns. That's being human. The goal isn't perfection, but to keep showing up with courage and compassion. Wholehearted living is a daily commitment to authenticity and connection. Wake up knowing you are enough, no matter what gets done. Go to bed, remembering you are brave, worthy, and loved. Find meaning in small, ordinary moments. Laughter, quiet mornings, creating, making amends. Let go of chasing there and start living in the here. Everything you seek is already within reach. You have permission to be imperfect, tired, to say no, to be yourself. Your worth is not up for negotiation. The world needs your authentic, imperfect self. Walk your journey with courage, compassion, and a whole heart.